This is the Brewer and the Baker, a baseball card podcast.
Come on, get up!
Where two collectors share their journey through the hobby.
Yeah!
Here are your hosts, Mitch and Dan.
Times, static addict vibe is what we provide for your mind, so you can step aside and wine and dine upon the lyrical find, the steady rockin' over calibrated fusion divine.
Welcome, everybody.
Yeah.
Are you excited for today? I am excited for today's episode. Mitch?
I'm excited, but I'm also excited to get roasted because I know I've got a couple hot takes.
I am ready. I am ready to slum it up. I am ready to get negative.
Yeah. Generally been positive.
We try
generally.
to be.
Yeah.
We try to be. But today's going to be a fun episode of us being absolutely negative.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have to be.
Mm-hmm. Today, we are going to discuss our top 5 ugliest base sets.
And we'll get into what we define or what our criteria was. But yeah. First of all, welcome. I'm the Brewer.
I'm the Baker.
And this is now
32.
31?
32.
32.
32.
I did not update the show notes.
How dare you?
That's my 32.
How dare you?
Did not update the show notes. Dang it. That was my only job today. But yeah, as Dan said, we're going to go over our ugliest card sets. Yeah.
All right. Before we do that, we're going to get into our hobby update. What you got?
I'm one step closer to finishing my rainbow. My Johnny Russell rainbow. I finally got a gold wave out of 50.
Yay.
I just happened to get on eBay one night and just typed it in and just figured, I'll just see. There's 2 golds that I'm looking for, and I just typed in gold. Was scrolling through all the sapphires to make sure I didn't buy another sapphire, and saw it, immediately bought it, didn't even care what the price was, bought it. So the only one I'm looking for now, and then I'll have everything basically down to 10, is the gold lava, which is an unnumbered parallel. I can't find a sold of his. I've checked ComC, I've checked eBay.
Ooh, ghost card. Fun.
I know that the gold lavas exist because there are other ones of that set out there. But I can't find
I have
any
a couple
of his.
of those.
So
I do. I have a couple of those. I tried to put together the team set of the 2024 Topps Series 1, 2, and update of the team color parallel.
okay.
That was the first year that they did it in 24. I cannot find the Brad Keller out of Series 1. Cannot find it. I've not seen one for sale. I've not seen sold listings. I've never seen a picture of it. Cannot find it. He's on the checklist. He has other parallels. They're all on ComC, but I cannot find the team color parallel. Nope.
Yeah, the team border color or whatever. Yeah.
Can't find it. I'm so angry. It's my hang up on that set. I cannot get it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm happy to have found that it was listed under Sapphire, and I know it's not Sapphire because
There's no atomic pattern.
Yeah, there's no pattern. It's just straight gold wave. And so it finally got that. But yeah, that puts me one unnumbered parallel away from basically everything that I can get from either retail, hobby, or jumbo. Well, there's no jumbo, but retail or hobby. But the rest of it's all Mania boxes, which are those boxes are still selling for $550 a box.
Yeah, but how much is that card selling for? I mean,
that's the other thing is like there's of 7s out there, there's of
right.
5s out there, and those are also ones that have not come up for sale.
So will you kind of just every once in a while look for those?
Yeah.
Just to kind of continue the chase a little bit once you get everything kind of figured out on the other end.
Yeah, for right now,
right.
I do still just go out, type in the generic of it, and then after I go through any new listings, I'll then go through and type in specific parallels I'm looking for.
Okay.
That's just been my process. But I'm going to save the other one for
later.
So.
Okay. I got a 1 of 1 recently.
Yeah.
And I got it cheap. I got a BGS 10 Mike Moustakas 2015 glossy out of Ginter.
Okay.
which is the 1-of-1 parallel for the full size card.
And with the glossies, I've never seen one in person. How? I mean,
it's in a BGS slab, right? So
it's going to be harder to tell.
So not only does it have the whatever the plastic is, right? It is also in a protective bag inside the slab as well. So I have 2 layers of plastic. So I have a hard time seeing the fact that it's glossy, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
If I were to compare the two, I would probably be able to just see specifically that the red that's behind Moustakis' head is much more bright than the red that's on the base because it's matte.
Yeah.
Right? So I think I'd be able to see that if they were side by side. I don't have a base to compare it to, unfortunately. But you have seen a glossy in person because I have a Salvi mini glossy, which is the same idea, just mini form.
Just mini. Okay. I guess, yeah. I forgot about the Salvi. I just, my biggest hang up is how many of them are unnumbered, because I know there are years out there where they weren't numbering every 1-of-1. That was that one post they had sent me, deep dives, and
I don't know.
I mean,
couldn't tell you.
I think everything that I've opened probably would have been numbered, but
I know some Ginter heads who might be able to answer that for you.
Yeah,
but I am not among them.
Well, I'm just if I'm dollar box digging, if I run across any
but
Ginter.
you know what a normal Ginter card feels like.
Yeah.
So just by feel, you should
just
be
pull
able
it
to
out of the
say,
penny sleeve and
say, this does not look like, or feel like a normal Ginter card.
Yeah, because I feel like that is a parallel that would go unnoticed
very easily. It is numbered on the back, so it says 1-of-1 right on the bottom, but that is the, unless you're paying attention to what the cards surrounding it look like.
Yeah.
It might be really hard to find. But it's a BGS 10. I would not grade a card on a 1-of-1, just as a generality. This one was already graded. I still got it for under $100, which is incredible to me.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I mean, I've pulled 2 1-of-1s, but I don't think either one of them are anywhere close to $100, period. I don't think the 2 of them combined are worth $100, period. But
I did send you that profile of that Scott Rowland collector, didn't I?
I do need to reach out to him because I think at this point
that's about your only chance.
Yeah, and at this point I don't even know if I'd even charge him other than maybe shipping and just like, hey, just
please get this out of my life.
I mean,
the card we're referring to is something that he pulled at the National in one of the free packs that he got for his VIP ticket
from Humongous Horde.
Right.
So, the Humongous Horde, Scott Rowland 1-of-1. It's not the 1-of-1 auto, but 1-of-1. So, anyways. Anything else you need to add?
I don't have anything I'd like to add now. So, when we come back, we will dive right into the main meat of the show.
Ugly cards.
Ugly cards.
Ain't gonna stop. Hey, yo, dang, what up? We gotta drop.
Hey, everybody. We're back.
We are ready to get negative.
Yeah. So let's first go over our criteria. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
So we kind of talked about this beforehand. I'm going to jump in here because I think I took it a little bit more. I was comparing years over years as well. I started out with basically a list of ones that I disliked and then moved them to my, these are definitely the ones I dislike list. Dare I say hate list. But with that, it's a little bit less of a gut reaction. There are a couple that are definite gut reactions on there for me, but a little bit less. But overall, I mean, to be quite honest, this was also a learning experience for me as well. I went out to a trading card database and just went year by year looking at all the main sets. I did not look at Topps Fire and then Allen and Ginter, and I did do some of that, but not not every single set. Like I didn't go through every single year, every single major set release.
And for me, some of those sets are daring and they're trying to do something fun.
Yes.
And so I have a hard time punishing a set for doing something out there different.
Yeah.
If it didn't work.
Let me look. I do have. 95 tops embossed. I get what it was going for. Just didn't land.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to punish it for that. But there's definitely one on here that, like, I get what they were going for. It didn't land, and they doubled down, and they did it again the next year. And
anyway,
I just, yeah.
So what criteria did you, unless it was just going through and I don't like this is okay?
For the most, I also did not include inserts.
Okay.
So, like, things that, like Don Russ that have Diamond King. The Diamond King at that time for the 80s and 90s, that was not an insert. It was still numbered as part of, at least on Trading Card Database, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's part of the base set. I think those are better looking cards. I did the same thing, and that's another criteria that I had. I liked the, 95 stars, upper decks fun packs or something like that. I liked the stars, but I did not like the rest of the base cards. So I didn't even consider that the rest of the way.
Okay.
But otherwise, inserts, no, I'm not going to. There are definitely some where the inserts do redeem it, kind of pull it up. But the set was already not going to be part of my top 5.
I think we could have a lot of fun doing an ugly insert set too.
Oh man,
there are so many of them.
So many modern,
yeah.
ultra modern versions.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at you, Topps Chrome, right now.
Would you like to know my criteria?
Yes, I would like
to.
to.
All right. So I considered the base set only. I did not consider any inserts. Ugly does not equal bad. Bad does not equal ugly. I think those are two separate things. And boring does not equal ugly. They're just boring. I looked solely at design elements, not the photography, unless the photography is the design element.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
I get that, yeah.
If it's fully licensed and it doesn't include the team logo, that is something that deducts the total from me. So that was my criteria.
Okay.
That's basically what I looked at.
I think that does fit what I was doing, but I think I was putting a little bit less structure on it originally. I was just going through and looking. But like I said, it taught me about sets that I want to know more about, or found funny cards that, gosh dang it, maybe I'm going to have to add that to PC.
So do you want to do the you have like 3 lists. The one that's real, and then like 2 others that's honorable mention, and like you know what, I kind of like this, I want to look into it.
Yeah.
You want to do that one first? The kind of like it, I want to look into it?
Yeah. There's 1960 Tops was a fine set, but specifically card number 2, he could not look. I forget his name, Roman something or other. He couldn't look any less enthused to be a part of this at all.
I hate picture day.
Yeah. I threw these on there because they were sets that I just thought were funny, but they're not of major releases. 1961 and 62 Cons Wieners. It's
one of those food.
Like the food tie-in ones, like Kellogg's and Post and all of them that had them. It's one of those, but it's like
Mother's bread. Yeah.
Here for a wiener or something like that. But then they specifically had 62 had the Atlanta Crackers, which I did not know that the Atlanta Crackers was a team.
Please tell me that's like a minor league team or something.
It is.
Like that.
I think it is. And it had on the back of the card the team name Crackers was in quotations.
Uh-huh.
So I have no idea, but I need to know a little bit more. 1963 Pepsi-Cola Houston Colt 45s
Okay.
team set.
Uh-huh.
That was...
Very short-lived team name.
Yeah, that was fun to know that was a thing. 1957 Swift Meats,
Okay.
another fun one.
I wonder where those came out of, because there is a Swift packing plant here in town.
Yeah, there was a Swift packing over in Glenwood that just closed in, well, not just, but relatively in
So
the
I wonder
grand
where
scheme of
Swift
things.
is and was headquartered at the time. I
Yeah.
bet you it's not here.
But the fact that, here you go, here's some...
Yeah.
But then, moving a little bit more modern, 87 Fleer, the first 80s Fleer that I didn't mind. 88 Fleer is surprisingly not on that list as well. 1990 Upper Deck Comic Ball. I don't know if you've ever seen those. It is combo baseball players with, like, Looney Tunes.
Oh, you know what? Funny you mentioned that. Wax Museum Kyle showed me those. He found those in a dime box recently.
Yeah. I think there's like 1990 was the first year, then 91, 92,
The one that he showed
93.
me, the only players that were on it were Nolan Ryan and Reggie Jackson, and that was it.
Yeah, I think certain years they highlighted certain players, if I'm not mistaken. 91 Classic 1, 91 Studio. Oh, and this was very lowly rated on Trading Card Database, but that late 80s, early 90s Topps Big.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it was mainly just because of the size,
Yeah,
because they're an odd
just-
size. Just like the
yeah.
89 Bowman, people hated it.
Hard to store.
Yeah, because they're hard to store. They're the wrong size. 93
Jeez, Mitch.
93 Flair.
I love Flair.
I love the 93 Flair.
That shouldn't even be anywhere near an ugly list.
No, this isn't. This is. They're not ugly, but they're just the floating heads. Specifically, I think it was Robert. No, it wasn't Alomar. Who was it? I don't remember. But there was one where it's just a floating, disembodied head just staring into your soul. Most of the studio stuff, other than us.
I love Studio.
Yeah, I like
the early Studio.
Yeah.
Where it's
93.
literally studio photographs.
Yeah, 93
Yeah, those
Studio
are great.
is really
those
cool.
Unfortunately, printed to the moon, but and there's nothing really. There's no short prints. There's no parallels. They're just kind of it. But man, I love those sets. Those are great.
Yeah, that pretty much rounds that out.
Okay.
Anything past like 94, the sets really started to explode.
Right.
And it just became okay.
So there are three sets for me that are. Well, there's two sets that are on most ugliest sets lists that I kind of like, actually.
Mm-hmm.
One of them I discussed in the last episode, actually. And there's one that came out last year that I have. No, that's not our mention. So I'm just going to mention two here.
Okay.
That in this case, the 95 Fleer, the one that I mentioned last week looks like, or at least some of the cards look like a promo from an MTV ad or something like that.
Yeah.
That I have always loved that set because it took a major risk in designing something absolutely wild, and it's so 90s to me, mid 90s especially.
Yeah.
So I love them for taking that chance. It didn't hit, but I still love the set. I wish they had parallels in that set. And one that you hate with a passion.
Okay.
95 Studio.
95 Studio.
So one thing I don't like about that set is that it in 95 they went away from the studio shot.
Yes.
To a completely different plan, and I'm not going to talk about it because I know it's on your list.
Mm-hmm.
I just spoiled part of your list. I'm very sorry, but I'm not going to talk about it because we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
So those are two sets that people hate. I happen to like. Here are three honorable mentions from me for that almost made the list. One of them is 89 Score. That's the one with that kind of clip arty baseball diamond thing that had
Okay.
like the team name and the position in it
Yeah.
on the bottom near the nameplate. Never liked that. It's not particularly ugly, I don't think, which is why I didn't actually make the list, but it was not good. I don't like that. It's not good. The other one that I'm going to mention, and honestly, the inspiration for this episode, for me, and the reason it's not on my list is because it's a football set. I thought there was a baseball version of it. It was the 1991 Wild Card Football. Normally, I love black bordered cards. Love black bordered cards. They screwed this one up because they have neon colored random numbers, just like 45, 32, 8, 15, just kind of
And
randomly
not
floating in different directions with like what's the blur, right? That
Like
blur
motion
thing,
blur,
motion
yeah.
blur thing going on behind it, just randomly flying in different directions on the black border. It is the dumbest set I have ever seen. I have no idea what's going on with that. But it's football, so it can't be on this list. Finally, the other honorable mention, and the reason I chose not to put it on my list, because I do find it absolutely horrid, is because, again, it's taking a chance. And it is a very divisive set from last year. It was an internet-only offering, so you could only get it through Topps.com or Fanatics or whatever. Would be the Shoebox collection from last year. I despise that art.
That kind of
that
watercolor.
the watercolor is not bad. I don't mind watercolor. It's the terrible caricature version of that.
Okay.
I hate it. I don't mind caricatures, but this version of that caricature with very wrinkled lines. The best way to describe it is wrinkled lines. I hate it. It's ugly as hell. But again, it's taking a chance, and it's an internet-only thing. It wasn't widely dispersed.
Yeah.
So
I didn't hate that set. I've already discussed I like art cards
Right.
as it is. So like that to me I found very interesting, but I think it's Andy, oh gosh, what's the artist's name? But yeah, I don't like there's some of like the Project 70 or 2020 cards that I don't like because they are a little bit they're in that uncanny valley, I think is the best
Right.
way to describe it. So
what are your honorable mentions?
oh gosh, I mean a whole damn list. But
So why don't we cut it down?
yeah, I'm going to cut it down. I'm
don't
just
need
going to sum it up by basically everything Fleer out of the 80s other than the 85 that I've already discussed. Most of the 80s sports flicks stuff. I get, again, it's just I think they were a little too early, but then they doubled down and just kept doing it without the technology quite there yet. I hate to say it, but yeah, the 90 Don Russ. I know we've already
We discussed this before the show.
so
I'm hurt by this.
boring.
I'm
Just
hurt by
so-
this.
Like I would rather have just a white Bowman style blank back than
It hurts me. It
than
hurts me
that.
right here in the heart.
Um,
In the heart, Mitch. That's where it hurts me.
triple play, 92 triple play.
It's so dumb, and I love it.
Yeah. I think that was the worst offenders.
Okay.
I mean there's some others. Fleer baseball greats, 61 Fleer baseball greats.
That was before they had a license.
Yeah.
So they were only able to do retired players.
Yeah, and I get it. I get what they were going for, but
Mhm.
again,
Right.
that's why I didn't make the
That was their first foot in the door, though. So that was fun.
yeah. Yeah, and then there's others, but they're very similar reasonings.
Okay. So, do you want to go back and forth? You want to snake, or do you want to go just through our list?
I mean, we can snake.
We could snake. All right. I'll give my 5. Give my number 5.
Okay.
My number 5 is 2014 Finest. Here's the reasoning I wrote down. The image window is shaped like a giant micro SD card. For reasons. There are odd color choices and gradients throughout. There's no logo of the team on the front. It looks more at home in the late 90s with a few like mid-2010s design elements in it. But even in the mid-90s, it would still look ugly as all hell. It is an ugly set. Just terrible. And I do own a few for my from that set in my blue Royals refractor binder.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not as familiar with it. I just looked it up, and I don't hate it, but I get the...
I don't understand the design elements that in the border. I don't get it. I don't see a reason for them, right?
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. I can get that. And actually, design in the border and don't get a reason for it. My number 5 is 1990 Classic, specifically the yellows, then the blues, then the update. Overall, it has that zebra stripe Zubaz pants. Zubat, that's fucking Pokemon. The Zubaz pant kind of stripe to it. The photography is okay. So
I'm looking at a Ruben Sierra. I kind of... all right, no, these are ugly as hell. But one thing I like about it is they did not contain him in the frame.
Right.
His legs are extended out over the border, which is what they do now sometimes in a lot of cards.
Yeah, the Gary Carter, his elbow is out on the border.
Yeah.
The Will Clark, his hands in holding the bat are up.
Many of their heads go over the top border edges. Yeah,
I get what they were going for, but it just didn't work. And then they doubled down and did it with the blue. I get it that they had to make these decisions and keep going with it.
Right.
But the blue, it comes out later.
Blue's not terrible.
Blue's not terrible. I get it. And then I'm kind of a sucker for so the updates are pink with blue. I'm kind of a sucker for those for that color combination. So I think I crossed that completely off the list and wanted to focus more on the yellows. 1990 Classic just doesn't do it for me. It was in the category of they tried something, didn't pull it off, but I don't think they need to be rewarded.
Also, the border is huge.
The border is massive.
Just think of like a giant bevel on a phone.
And then you look at the backs, and the backs there's no centering to the back specifically. Like the bottom, it pushes all the way to the bottom. It's basically bottom justified with name and everything. It just, overall, it's not a good looking set. It's
all right.
Yeah.
It's a good choice. I like that. My number 4, 2017 Panini Chronicles. I have a very short reasoning for it. The front looks like the back. The front looks like what the back should be.
There were a lot of cards that I was looking at that had that, but anyways.
What was Panini doing? Seriously, look one up. 2017 Chronicles. Panini Chronicles Baseball. What are they doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure these, maybe it wasn't these, but there were other ones that were in, I want to say the early thousands that I looked at that had very much that same. I mean, hey, that insert, that patch is actually, those are pretty nice cards.
Again, I don't take into account inserts.
I know. But yes, the base card does look.
It's terrible.
Just why?
Yeah.
Just why? This one I feel like I'm going to get hate for, but 1968 Topps. That damn, I think Dan called it out correctly, the burlap. It just looks like.
This was originally on my list, so I'm in total agreement.
Yeah, it's just not a good. The border is just.
The one thing I kind of like That's not the right word. The one thing I appreciate is that the borders are not the same from one card to the next. The burlap is smaller versus bigger from one card to the next.
Yeah, there's the squares, the overlap, the actual like stitching per se is different. Yeah.
So I appreciate that. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that was hand drawn.
It just gives it more character, but it's still
ugly as hell.
Yeah. I mean, in that same vein, I got talked down from it, but I don't like the 87 tops because of the same sort of...
You and PTTF Chad handshake meme right now. I know he hates that set too.
It just is not...
I don't hate it.
It's the same feeling to me. It would look better just fine. Just call it a tannish color and just call it... Don't need the extra pattern. It looks like it would feel gross to hold that card.
Uh-huh. All right, my number 3 would be 1970 tops. Here's what I wrote. Although boring does not mean ugly, it certainly doesn't help paired with the uninspired gray border. This is the perfect introduction to the malaise period the U.S. endured in the 70s.
Yeah.
It is an ugly gray, which is weird coming from a millennial.
That's fair.
And just boring. It's uninspired because Topps was not being pushed by anybody.
There's a lot during that. I think I had the 70. I know I had 70 on my honorable mentions, and then I think 71 looks better. And then 72, they took a wild swing in the opposite direction.
Again, I love black borders, and 71 looks amazing, even though it's literally the hardest card to get a good grade in.
Mm-hmm.
It's so condition sensitive because it's black. Doesn't matter. I love how that set looks because it's a black border. Black border, perfect. I love it, unless it has flying numbers in it.
I think it looks 71 looks better than 70, but I think 70 trumps that definitely.
Yeah.
So, all right, my number 3. I'm gonna go ultra modern here. I guess. Yeah, I'd consider that ultra modern. It's definitely in that. Anyways, 2021 Topps, and this is one that I wasn't collecting at that time, but you go back from. I love the design of 18. I don't love it as much. I don't love 19 as much as 18, but still I think looks good. I think 20 is meh, and then you get to 21, and it's just like fingers reaching up to into the player sort of looking thing. Those little
the design
chevron
line things going on. Yeah, I don't understand it.
I don't understand the design choice. I don't. In the realm of modern cards, you could just go something very basic and it would have looked better.
Isn't that also the same one that had really tiny letters for names?
For names, yeah. Like the name is like
just dinky.
Yeah. There were a couple of those in like the 70s, in the 80s that looked that way as well. That I just like ones where it was just a picture on the front felt very Stadium Club-esque, but there was no name anywhere. You had to flip the card over. Those were a consideration, but I think those were overridden by the fact that the photography was so nice. Whereas the photography wasn't as nice. The border definitely wasn't nice, in my opinion. It just,
Okay.
They could have done better.
My number 2 is also ultra modern. It's 2022 Gypsy Queen. Gypsy Queen was the last gasp for Topps to capture the magic that A&G had, doing the old
the
tobacco card thing, right? They tried hard with Topps T206 a couple of times. They also did Turkey Red for a while. Upper Deck did Gaudy for a while. So, the Topps Mayo in the football world, like there were a couple attempts at capturing that A&G magic, and GQ lasted a long time, and I quite liked most of the designs in GQ, but 22 was the last year, and it should have died last year, or that should not have been released that year. It was terrible.
And that's the only Gypsy Queen that I've actually ripped or collected. But I don't disagree. The only couple boxes that I opened were because they were available at Walmart. Otherwise, it was.
So they tried to modernize a tobacco card by bringing in a steampunk vibe. They had the split flap nameplate, so like
the dial.
The dial that spins for like an alarm clock or something like that, right? Which was that was terrible. There were like brass plates with screws in random spots, and for some reason they italicized the logo. Like it was ugly. It was a terrible ending to that set.
Do you think that specific set or that specific year killed the set?
No, I don't, because I think that they started consolidating things in 23. So I don't think it was the design from that set. I think it was just, we've got A and G. We don't need Gypsy Queen.
Yeah. Okay. I know we're not taking inserts into it, but I also did not like the inserts in that set either.
I can't even think of what the inserts were, unless one of them was Glassworks. That might have been a box topper. Glassworks was always nice, but that was...
The ones that I'm thinking of are like the kind of tarot card looking ones.
Oh my God, I can't tell you how popular those were. The tarot cards were so popular.
Yeah, I get it, but I don't know. It also is on that borderline of feels pandering. Maybe I'm just trying to be a little bit too PC about it, but anyways. Yeah, my number 2, yay, 1995 Studio. The credit card cards. They are just, so like their stat line, their previous year stat line is what would be the 16-digit
I did not know that.
Card. Yeah.
I had no idea. That's fun.
So overall, like it has their 94 stats and like average home runs, RBIs, and that's on there. Then it has like their position or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The back has a big old black like magnetic stripe bar. It's got a facsimile auto on like a tamper-proof thing. I get it. But Studio was so good in the early 90s, treating it as a photography set, a photography-focused set, and then you went completely off the rails.
So, okay, question. If it wasn't called Studio, would you hate it as much?
Probably not as much, but I would still hate it.
Okay.
It would still be on this list.
The Platinum, which is the rarest of the parallels, is still a major insert. It's very popular. Now, for the most part, that set does end up on lists of the ugliest cards of the 90s. It does. But the Platinum ones that are rare, the Platinum cards, yeah, those are expensive, man.
I'm just going to look up the Griffey because I know he's in there. It's still the same.
I mean, no, it's the same thing.
It's just it just says Studio Platinum on there. Yeah. Okay.
Then the gold is the one that's in between those. So
yeah.
Those are hard to find, but not terribly expensive. But the Platinums are still very popular.
Yeah, I mean, it has their debut date on it. MLB member since.
That's so cool. I love it.
I like the idea. It looks so. It just looks like somebody said, "Hey, I've got an American Express. Let's just make this into a baseball card." But that was also the same era that phone cards and all of that were out.
And did you know phone cards are collectible now?
Yeah. Sam's dad has some. They're in a box. I can go get them. I think I've got a 1993 or 1992 Olympic Games, or maybe it was 96. I don't remember, but Olympics phone card with somebody on it. Just I don't like it.
I get it. You're not alone, but I think y'all are wrong. My number 1, 1991 Fleer.
It's
yellow. Yellow.
Yeah.
It's yellow. That's all you get is yellow.
Well, then, yeah, the
It stinks because 91 Fleer had like some really good inserts. But the base set is yellow. It's just yellow. Yellow.
Yeah. Yellow with the black writing, black text.
A couple of lines, boring, normal, no, I mean, it's just blocky text, just terrible.
Yeah.
So phoned in, just phoned in.
I feel like maybe it's just the very late 80s and early 90s, again, during Junk Wax, they just were, just ship it. Just send whatever out the door. They'll buy it. Just feed those little piggies their cards and just give them whatever. Because they're like the Don Russ. The Topps was okay. Not a big fan of the 90 Topps. Not a huge fan of it, but it's still better, way better than a lot of these other ones.
Part of me wants to cut out the discussion about the card itself and just replace it with a clip of the Coldplay's.
Yeah, they were all yellow.
Sure. I mean, see if we get hit with a strike for that one.
Well, it'll be so short, I don't think it would.
Yeah, I guess.
So that would be the end of my list. What's your number one?
This is the one that I know is divisive. 1975 Topps, I absolutely
So wrong.
have
It's
a
so
visceral
wrong.
hate for.
It's so wrong.
There is no rhyme or reason to the coloring.
There's no rhyme or reason to the coloring of the 70s either.
No, I take 72, and I have this as
No,
a
I'm
note.
talking about just in general. Again, my example is look at photographs of like shopping mall parking lots, and you'll see every single car is basically a different color.
A different color of green or brown or something like that.
Yellow and red and orange and blue. They were all there, dude.
I just, I don't, I want some sort of order. Like, even if it was, like not everything that has a green bottom has a yellow top or vice versa. Like, at least.
How OCD are you?
Oh, very. But, I mean, if you want color, the 72 Topps, that upper border with the team name does all of those colors and does it better. It has all of those colors and does it better.
The one thing that kind of bothers me is that it's not, the colors aren't split evenly between.
No,
one top,
they're
the top is, I think, there's more color on the top than the bottom.
They're like 60-40, 55-44, or 45. Like, I don't think there's any consistency there either. Like,
That may be just because of bad cutting technology.
That might be QC stuff. But like, this came to a head with archives of 23 archive or not archives,
20,
Heritage,
24 Heritage,
24 Heritage.
Mm-hmm.
Just nope. That was. I know there was a lot of great rookie chases in that product,
and the chrome refractors look so good.
I will give you the chrome refractors. Because they add something interesting, some redeeming quality to the. I like absurdist stuff. I really love absurdist stuff. I mean, half of the honorable, not the honorable mentions, but 61 Cons Wieners, like that's just absurdist stuff. But it just. I hate it.
It's okay. It's okay to be wrong.
I know, and I'm sure I'm going to hear about it.
And you know what? I'll bet you that there are legions of people that agree with you. I mean, just need you all to know that you're wrong.
There are dozens. There are dozens of us.
All right. When we come back, we will go through another Beckett, and we will do Sam's question of the day. And we're back. This episode's Beckett, if you remember, last episode, the Beckett we ran through was from March of 95. This one is from March of 96, a full year afterwards.
Yep.
So we are on the verge of another season in 1996. 1995 was an abject disaster for baseball because of the 94 strike. And part of part of this magazine addresses that. On the front of this month's magazine, we have a picture of Stan Musial and Ted Williams laughing it up and yucking it up. And on the back, we have 4 of the starting pitchers of the Mets from that particular year. Both of these subjects are written about in some longer articles. By the way, the Mets pitchers that are pictured here are Bill Pulsipher, I think is how you pronounce that.
I think so, yeah.
Paul Wilson, Jay Payton, and the only name that I recognize is Jason Isringhausen.
That awesome, Mets bullpen that they had.
Starting lineup that they were trying to push and say, yeah, we're going to be as good as the Braves are because our.
Yep.
So, as I mentioned, do you want to do the values first?
Yeah, I can do the values
first.
So just a recap, March 95. First of all, we decided to pull out 3 cards. Just kind of give a snapshot of pricing at the time that these cards are, pretty famous cards and should still be able to track them to this day as far as values go. First one was the 52 Mantle, 52 Topps Mickey Mantle, number 311. It had no change. It was at $25,000. March of 95, March of 96. It's also at $25,000,
which is incredible, actually.
Yeah, that's just shows the carrying power of some of those vintage. Then again, the next one is vintage as well. It's 59 Topps Bob Gibson, number 514. March of 95, it was at $300. In March of 96, it was down to $240. It was down $60.
And there are some collectors out there that are drooling over that price.
Yeah, I would. That'd probably be the most expensive card I would have bought.
But it would be in our budget, and we could swing it.
Yes, not $25K. So
no,
yeah, but it's also not the. I don't know the last time I looked, but the raw prices are still way out of my league. And then the last one was the 89 Upper Deck Griffey, number 1. It was no change at $75. We did look up the 95 Pinnacle bubblegum, the big old bubblegum Griffey card.
The Otter's Proof was the rarer of the parallels.
And that was at $100 for that. So newer set, much newer set. Rarer,
much more rare. Yeah.
So just a peek at one more card. I don't think we're going to keep track of that one. Might pick out some.
I might pick out a separate card each time around. That's famous. That was new.
That was new for that. Yeah.
All right. So there we are. Just to kind of give you a snapshot of how things were going in those cards worlds. One of the articles that was written at the very beginning of this magazine is trying to convince people that going to baseball games is a good idea in 96, and collecting baseball cards is a good idea in 1996. And as such, they gave you a top 10 list. Top 10 reasons to go back to baseball games in 1996. I will quickly run through these. 1, still the most affordable tickets for a major sporting event. And it's probably still true.
Yeah. I mean, depending.
Because there's 81 home games for every single team.
Yeah, but $40 a home game when you can get some $20 hockey tickets.
That's okay.
But
yeah. Expanded playoffs make late season homestands more dramatic, which expanded playoffs in 96 is still maybe one wild card at that time, I think. The wave of spanking new, I love that, spanking new old-time ballparks, such as Camden Yards, Coors Field, Jacobs Field, which is gone, and the ballpark in Arlington, which is gone, give baseball fans a park, quote-unquote park, to enjoy. Coors Field, Camden Yards are still around. They are absolutely still gorgeous fields.
Yeah, and, Coors is still one of my favorites I've been to.
Number 4, a chance to see Cal Ripken play, maybe get his autograph and tell your grandkids about it years later. This is a terrible reason. Number 5, a chance to see Greg Maddux methodically retire helpless hitters on his way to a 5th consecutive Cy Young Award. Again, I live in Omaha, Nebraska.
I'm not going to be able to go see him.
Right. Number 6, a couple of free agent additions can take your favorite team from worst in 95 to first in 96. That is true of every year. Number 7, Ken Griffey Jr. should be back and healthy, and that's always worth the price of admission. That is a valid reason to go see Ken Griffey Jr. play. Number 8, the Braves and Indians only got stronger during the offseason. Yay. Who cares? I think it was 97 when the Indians made the World Series. I think it was 97. It was 97. It was the Marlins and Indians in 97.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're a year off. Number 9, the Yankees went out and bought another world championship. Or did they?
I mean, it's the Yankees.
It was 96. I think, in fact, that they did do that. And number 10, no more Baseball Network. I have no idea what that means. I don't know what Baseball Network is referring to in 1996.
Yeah. I mean, if it's a broadcasting thing and they're going back to localized regional
no
broadcast.
idea. Yeah, relying on TBS and WGN to broadcast their baseball games.
Yeah.
Top 10 reasons to go back to baseball cards in 1996. Number 1, because it's still fun to piece together a top set like you did when you were a kid, pack by pack.
But weren't they already selling complete sets?
At that time, yeah.
So.
Sure. That's number 1. That is the number 1 reason, sir.
Okay.
Cards are the best way to learn how to pronounce the names of the new wave of Japanese pitching imports. Remember, this is a time of like Hideo Nomo and other players like that.
Yes, but if you don't know how to read Japanese, Americanized Japanese names,
I'm assuming.
How are you going to know how to pronounce them?
I am assuming that there is a pronunciation, like, maybe, on some of the cards.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. Or you could just listen to the broadcast.
You could. Yeah, watch Sports Center. Baseball Tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 3 is, I think, the best reason for this.
Okay.
To go back to collecting baseball cards. OJ didn't play baseball.
I mean, that is absolutely fair. You don't have to worry about an OJ baseball card.
No. Number 4, greater selection than ever. How's that for finding a silver lining in a thundercloud?
I mean, yeah,
At the time, there was more diversity, but it wasn't completely blown out of proportion where you couldn't keep up.
Yeah. I did, going through for this specific episode, going through, 94 was kind of the year everything exploded. And then I feel like it was about the 05, 06 timeframe that everything started to really contract again. Mm-hmm. Just seeing that. And then it's probably 17 or 18, when maybe it was 16, that everything really started to blow up again.
Number 5, no other sport can boast cards with a more interesting and colorful history. And that is very true, and also a boring reason. Number 6, Collector's Choice and Score are still 99 cents a pack. What would you do to get 99 cents a pack again? Even regular Topps hobby packs are like $5 now.
Yeah. I mean, if I am a set collector, which generally I have been, yeah, absolutely, because I'd be willing to buy 10 cards at 99 cents versus buying 4 cards at $3.49 and not have I've had this very terrible luck of not getting. I'm down to 2 people.
I take that back. I think hobby packs are like $8 now.
Yeah.
Number 7, Bazooka lets you bust a pack of cards and chew gum at the same time. I mean, you could do that if you had a pack of Wrigley gum next to you. So, like, that's not.
Yeah. Your Big League Chew pouch right next to you.
Number 8, the challenge of collecting all the relocated free agents in their new unis.
How many people are at that time are player collectors versus team collectors?
I don't think it's different.
Okay.
I don't think that has changed much. Number 9, it's still the best way to keep track of a guy's career. People don't look at the back of cards anymore. And they're not set collectors anymore. Like, that's...
I mean, I do. I'm I'm weird.
You're a weirdo. You're a numbers guy.
Yeah, so
Most
I do
people
look
are not. Yeah.
I do look at the backs.
And number 10, these days, moms know better than to throw out baseball card collections.
I feel like they still did anyways.
Some of them did, that's for sure.
I mean, then again, if
Some of them probably sold them at, like, for pennies on a dollar at garage sales.
it's still probably way ahead of where they would be today, except for, like, your Griffeys, your Bo Jacksons, stuff like that.
So there was a little short article of kind of a collection of news items about what's going on in the card world. There's one thing that I wanted to mention here that I thought was really cool that would never happen in today's card production market, titled Quality Under Control. Okay. When Fleer started packing its 1996 Ultra baseball cards for distribution last December, company officials took a look at one of their inserts and asked themselves a question. Would we, as collectors, be happy to discover one of the Home Run Kings insert wood cards from the first run? Says Dan Kaufman, Baseball Business Unit Director for Fleer. The answer was no. The quality was unacceptable. So, in order to stay on schedule and get Series 1 distributed by the Christmas holidays, Fleer decided to make each of the 12 Home Run King insert issues a redemption card. So you pulled one of the base card, you pulled this card, it is automatically a redemption card. Inserted at a rate of 1 per 75 packs, the redemption versions can be mailed in to receive a higher quality Home Run King insert card, which uses a printing process to create a feel of simulated wood on the fronts.
So it was already printed. They were already packed. They were already out on their way out. Okay.
We pinpointed the printing problem, Kaufman says. Now we're investing the time and effort to make the second batch of Home Run King cards top notch. This is incredible.
Yeah.
They said this is not acceptable. What we made is not good enough. So it's going to be on our dime. We are going to, if you pull one of these cards, congratulations, you can send it in and get a better version of it. So it makes me wonder which of the two is more rare. And maybe it's player by player. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because there might be people that didn't send in. Who I don't know the checklist.
Who cares if I don't know the checklist either? I'm just going to throw a name out. Who cares if I have a Ruben Sierra? I don't care. Maybe Frank Thomas and Griffey, they got more of the better versions out there, so maybe the lesser version is more expensive because it's rare, right?
Which set was that?
1996 Fleer Ultra.
Fleer Ultra.
Anyway, there's more, but I got what I needed out. So that's fun. I like that. I like that feature. Let's see. Where's the hot list? Where's the hot list? There it is. What's hot? It's just 4 cards this time around, not a top 10. What's hot? Number 1, Chipper Jones. Chipper's 96 Donruss Elite, individually numbered out of 10,000, is one of his best insert cards. Oh, what a time to be alive. Number 2, 1995 Finest Refractors. The set itself. Super shiny issue suddenly overtook Select's artist proofs as the king of 1995 parallel chase cards. The insertion rate of 1 every 12 packs means your chances of pulling any specific card are 1 in 110 boxes. Number 3, Greg Maddux. Establishing yourself as the unquestionable best at your position, if not the best of your generation, can't be overlooked forever. The acetate design of 96 Ultra Season Crowns is hard to overlook too. So they are calling out specific cards in these, even though they're doing names only. And number 4, Don Mattingly. Yankees fans are very appreciative of Don's impressive resume, which is why his cards, particularly tough new inserts such as 95 Pinnacles artist proofs, are selling as well as they have in years. Keep an eye on Andrew Jones, by the way, which is a good call. He eventually made the Hall of Fame.
I did look up those Home Run Kings. They're very interesting looking cards, but the back was the redemption. It had your name, address, all that.
Oh, really? So that was out there.
It was
Okay.
on there. So you filled out, you turned the card
I
in.
wonder if they like slapped a sticker on the back of it or something, or was it printed on the back?
I don't know. I mean, it looks
Interesting.
printed, but I also, without one in hand, I wouldn't be able to tell.
So I'm hearing a lot about select artist proofs. Just to kind of give you an idea, the Griffey artist proof would be $320 out of that set.
I mean, the artist 95 select artist proofs are pretty cool looking.
They're not. They are very nice cards.
I like the backs on them.
Mm-hmm.
The fronts, yeah, so, but the back could be the card, and I'd be happy with it.
And finally, the Reader's Right article I wanted to read out. Proof is in the pudding. I would really like to know why the 95 Select Artists proof are such a hot item. Why are they priced so generously and rising? If anyone wondered what value the hobby placed on knowing production numbers, this should seal the case. Since production information was made public with 4,950 cases, it was easy for collectors to do the math and figure out that there are just 475 copies of each artist proof in existence. Also consider this. There were literally hundreds of cards made of some players last season, which is hilarious. Hundreds. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no. And that's just too many for most of us to collect.
Oh.
Too much. There might be 100 different versions of flagship cards now.
Yeah.
When narrowing down the decision on which cards to purchase, the artist proofs offer an attractive combination of looks and apparent collectability. Both of these factors led to continuous interest and strong pricing, although demand has since leveled off after the artist proofs reached rather lofty levels. So it got a little too expensive for some people's pocketbooks.
I mean, it's basic economics, I
Yes.
guess. Yeah.
So that is a good look at March of '96 Beckett.
Very nice. I mean, I've got some. You can easily draw some modern parallels to that. Specifically, the print run. I mean that.
That's not numbered, but it was easy to figure out.
Yeah, and I've got anecdotal. I mean, it was a video I saw, but talking specifically about Disney print, some of the Disney print runs.
The Sapphire.
Yeah.
You saw that video?
Holy cow!
Isn't that
I
crazy?
didn't realize they were that short printed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
Go look up the print run for 25. Was it 25 or 26 Sapphire?
I think it's 25.
Yeah,
It's
go look
24
up-
or 25, yeah.
Go look up the print run for that. It's incredibly small. Even the base is worth collecting.
It's just wild. So,
Anyway, what do we got for Sam's question? Oh, that was rough.
struggling. All right, we got 7. Let us see what number 7 is. Should MLB do a Players' Day special? Hey, this is timely.
Very timely.
Should MLB do a Players' Day special only once a season like they already do, besides the holiday themes, or should they do it monthly?
Okay, first off, by the way, when they mentioned why this is timely, the weekend that we are recording this, which is a few days before it'll be coming out, so it'll be well past when this finally comes out. But it is Players' Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah.
like today. So
Today, yesterday, some
Yeah.
of them were, yeah.
So that's why it's timely. Should they do it just once a year? Or should they do it monthly? So I know that a lot of this is to benefit charity.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good enough excuse to do it monthly.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that. I do. So, like,
maybe once per half.
I think once per half is a good, yeah. Once per half, and then have the charity softball game at the All-Star break, and then, second half, I think is a fair compromise. I get the mentality of, hey, it's the Yankees mentality of we all have to look the same. We're a team. We're, you look at Japanese high school baseball, and it's very much that, hey, we are a team first. We want to look the same. but we're in a different era now. I get it, maybe teaching kids to play as a team. We're in a different era, though, where individual players, we're seeing player collectors more and more and more now than we are seeing team collectors. There's still a few of us out there that do just collect teams as well, but being able to showcase, like seeing, maybe it's just the rise of social media, but seeing the players' personalities,
As long as they're good.
yeah,
And they're not John Rocker.
and I was thinking specifically like Vinny,
Oh, yeah.
like seeing his personality out there allows people to fall in love with the game more.
Mm-hmm.
And I think once a half is a fair compromise, because it allows the fans to still connect with a player and see what they care about,
Mm-hmm.
all while still showcase its team, team color, team whatever. So maybe a little bit too much of a deep dive or deep thought on that, but
That's okay.
I want to see it more, though. I want to see like make it on the cleats. Like, I don't think everybody needs to wear the same damn shoes.
Right.
If none of us wear the same damn shoes anyways, as it is. I digress.
Okay. Well, Mitch, this was fun.
Yeah.
I like slumming it up sometimes.
Yeah.
It's fun.
We'll have to revisit that, or visit the
Ugly
inserts.
Yeah,
Because
that'll
I
be good.
think that's a tool.
That's an episode and a half.
I have to really dig down for all that.
Maybe you don't.
No, you don't have to dig down, but to find the real bad ones,
Yeah.
to find those diamonds in that. Yeah.
And then we can do ugly parallels.
There's plenty of those.
Uh-huh.
There's at most you need is 10. At most.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, guys. Find us on Instagram, Brewer Breaker Podcast. Email us, brewerbreakerpodcast@gmail.com.
Yep. I'm the brewer.
I'm the baker.
Thanks for listening.
Mm-hmm.
That was the Brewer and the Baker of Baseball Card Podcast. Thanks for listening, and be excellent to each other.